So Adam's already mentioned that he and I go back 26 years with Andy and Jane. And for me to even begin to tell you the impact they have made on us would take 26 years and then some. Because everything about our life is what they've given to us, enabled us to do. And so I am so thankful for that. So I thought I would share one of those pivotal Jane moments from my life. 2 years ago, our son Andrew was diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic, and we spent 4 days in pediatric intensive care. Constantly during those 4 days, Jane was texting, Jane was calling, Jane was surrounding me in prayer. Jane was that rock for me. I knew I could count on her. I knew I could just go, oh, this isn't what we signed up for. And you know, we've learned through the years that if I have a problem with Adam, I take it to Andy. If Adam has a problem with me, he takes it to Jane. And the two of them, Adam and Jane, got together and they said, hey, what can we do for Beth that would kind of help her out, give her a break from the intensity that we've been in the hospital? And Jane's like, I know. I'm going to the beach for a few days. How about I invite her along? And Adam's like, great, I'll make it happen. So here's the deal. This was before they had bought the beach house, but Jane always had, like when the kids were going away to school, so Haley had gone back to college, Spencer had gone back to his boarding school, that empty nest thing, Jane had developed a routine. She went to the beach because it's her special place. It's just where she is fully at peace, and she got, you know, the kids are gone, and that's a wonderful feeling, and it's also a, you know, a feeling, and so she go escape. Y'all, she invited me into that space. She said, Beth, come hang out with me at the beach. And I'm a beach girl. I love me some Jane Albright. That was just like music to my ears. And y'all, it was nothing fancy. Like when we do the beach, we do the beach. So we got the sand, and we got the sun, and we got the cooler with the ham sandwiches and some chips and some drinks, and we're at the beach. And Jane just said, this is about you. What do you need to say? What do you need to get off your chest? What do you need to process? And she loved on me. What a gift. What a gift. Jane serves, Jane sacrifices, and I got to tell you, Jane wants your success. I once asked Jane, I said, how do you connect with so many people? And she said, I reach out and I see who reaches back. So when Jane Albright has reached out to you, please, 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 please reach back to her, because she is an incredible lifeline for you. She will love on you. She will support you. She will encourage you. She'll be your biggest cheerleader. When you are crying your eyes out, she's going to make you laugh. She's going to let you know that it's all going to be okay, and this challenge is going to pass too. And she's going to let you know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You know, I asked Jane, I said, what would you like Courtney and Angie and me to share about you? And she said, would you please tell them that the three of us have seen her at her very, very best and at her very worst. Now, y'all, I can't say I've seen her at her worst, because I don't know that that's possible for Jane Albright, but that's what she wants you to know. She wants you to know that she doesn't see herself as perfect. She doesn't see herself as having it all together, but she sees herself staying in the fight. She sees herself committed to the end. She serves and she sacrifices, and she wants your success. And the more we will lean into that, the more we will go and copy the heart of Jane Albright, the faster we're going to take the Alliance to a billion-dollar company. Come join us, copy Jane Albright.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Roberts.
All right. Last night, so I've been saying over and over and over, everywhere I go, that the United States of America needs the Alliance. And I'm believing that those that were at NC State last night are now believing me more when I say, right, Amanda? The United States of America needs the Alliance. I mean, if you didn't get teary-eyed and was crying when Jane talked to Andy up there on that stage, maybe you ain't alive, I don't know. But yeah, chills, that's a good way to put it, Kelly. It gives you chills. And I've believed it by saying it and saying it over and over, that the United States needs us. And again, it would just reiterate it last night. I know for a fact my hotspot presentation come Monday, Karen, in Minneapolis is going to be better. And it's going to be better because I was able to witness what happened there, Ken, last night at NC State. And then Tuesday in St. Louis, I might even be able to get a little gooder because I had some practice in Minneapolis to go to St. Louis to get gooder there, right, Adam? And we're creating a movement. I hope y'all know this. A movement ain't a hashtag. A movement is a lot of us coming together, crying together, maybe disagreeing on some things. That's okay, as long as we keep it within ourselves and we don't get ugly to one another and we don't gossip and get stupid. We just come together as a team and say, hey, we disagree on this, but let's try to figure this out, because our ultimate goal is to make sure that we help the United States. Our ultimate goal is to end racism. Our ultimate goal is to change people's lives. So we got to put our little differences and our little bitty petty problems aside to say, hey, love conquers all. Right? And man, what a blessing that we all got to be a part of. I mean, I'm not fired up that last week it got transferred a week because of, you know, because my good friend the Katzes didn't want to see that thing come through Wilmington, right? But at the same time, I'm glad last week that got canceled so we could be a part of that of that moment last night. Yeah. And I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I was, you know, envisioning the student union of young Andy Albright cruising around, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Bo! I could see him last night going, that Starbucks wasn't there. I was talking to Rob. It was fun just reminiscing with Robbie Kraft. He was there 15 years ago, and he was telling me all the things he's gone through. And man, we are a family. And here's what I'm going to get your mind right for. We got to get to NatCon here, and how many more days we got till NatCon? How many more days we got till NatCon? Anybody figure that out? Figure that out for me. Huh? 120 days is what my man Terry from Bank of America says. That's Bank of America math right there. But we're going to come together as a larger event, and we're going to shock the world. We're going to shock the world with the amount of people we have in this building. And it's not just the amount of people, it's the right people. Oh my God, Brant, the people that we're bringing to these events, this Instant Thunder, you guys matter. And y'all are so cool because it's like none of this crazy stuff's going on, nothing but Eric, you've been here a while. Nothing but great stuff's going around, around this place. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, ugh, come on now. We have an opportunity together as a family to change the world. And so we're going to come back for NatCon, right? And do our best to make sure it happens there. But I want to just say this. Who got to witness everything at NC State last night? Just show of hands. Okay, the whole daggone room. Thank God. Okay, y'all are smart. Thank God. Thank God. But I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to challenge you on this one. What are your dreams and goals? What are your dreams and goals? You know, those were we got to witness that. I want Jane and Andy to come watch me have some monumental, crazy goals like that. I want to invite them to my hometown and say, hey, look what I get to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't y'all want that? Dream, baby. Every time I start to get a little anxious about maybe I'm doing too much, I go over to Andy and Jane's house, and they have like so many daggum employees out there. I'm like, man, I ain't got too many employees. I mean, since we bought our new house, it seems like every week now we got a pooper scooper. We got a dude that pooper scoops our yard. I didn't know they had that stuff. Tamara found it. Tamara's got a guy that comes over and pooper scoops the yard. And then the next guy, the lawn mowing guy there, and the next guy, the guy that's doing the trees there, I'm going, oh my gosh, I got too many employees. Then I go to Andy and Jane's house, I stay at their house, and they got people just walking around, you know, clocking in and stuff, and I'm thinking, yeah, someone's waiting for the ice machine to break down. So what do you do around here? I watch the ice machine. I'm like, oh, God, I need more employees, bro. I need more employees. I need more people. My dreams got to get bigger, right? I get worried about my poop and scooping guy, right? They got a daggum guy watching the ice machine before it breaks down. Oh, Robbie, am I introducing? I got it. Who's registered for NatCon? Okay. That's going to be a life-changing event. That's right. We're going to fill up like, well, how much the amount of people we can have here? Is it 1,000? 1710. 1710. So we got to make sure we get 1710 up in here. And that's going to be a lecture. I've already got my shoes picked out, by the way. No kidding. No kidding. I got purple shoes that got spikes on them. Yeah. I really wanted to wear them here, but Tamara wouldn't let me. She goes, no, that's a. Okay, so talking about dreaming bigger, let's get crazy. I got to tell you, I need y'all to stand up. Let's get nuts. Our president and CEO, executive board member, Andy Albright.
It looks like somebody gonna make some money.
That's right.
You know. Lucero, would you do the traditional kickoff of the activity call?
You know it. Is this it? Am I doing this one?
Keep it talking.
Am I doing this one? I guess I'm doing this one. How y'all doing?
Oh, there's more money! Oh! Now we talking, baby. Now we talking. Now we talking.
Good.
You go ahead and now we talking.
All right, let's get the numbers started so we can get this party started. Y'all ready for this? All right, final expense sales submitted for the week. Frankie Wang came in with $4,818. Katrina Gustin, 4,832. Brian Rojas with 5,136. Michelle Alleman, 5,250. Kimberly Spinelli Young, 5,467. Christian Craybill with 6,185. Brant Swindell up in the house. He came in with 6,427. Marvin Osuna, 6,599. Liz Brown, 6,699. Kurt Richardson, $7,034. Vinny Shilio with 7,308. Terry Edwards came in first place for the week with 8,403. That's what I'm talking about, baby! Make it rain! If y'all see these people in here, give them a hand, like a high five. Total sales submitted for the week, Mac Judy, 10,535. Brant Swindell, 10,677. Justin Balick, 10,829. Scott James, 10,980. Janina Wilson, 11,305. Woo! Anthony Diaz, 11,309. Marvin Osuna, 11,538. Rob Sarge Wilson with 13,317. Daniel Gillingham with 13,509. Tim Tipton came in third place with 13,540. Debbie Ben, second place with 13,825. And in first place, Michelle Alleman with $16,844. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Michelle.
Talk 'em up.
Annuity sales issue paid for the week, Francesca Fiero, 10,000. Paula Jera, 11,299. Deborah Petendry with 17,756. Ariel Bolware with $20,000. William Saunders, 26,549. Trevorius McWhite with 31,000. Minerve Profil, 50,200. Eric Belair with 69,666. Terry Edwards, 79,945. Jim Rupel, 96,747. Evan DeHaan with 107,921, second place. And in first place with 628,441, Stephen Memoratis, with 2 applications with annuity sales issue paid. Give it up, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Now, I want every single one of you in this room right now to get on your feet and help me welcome the man that's made everything, every single thing here happen today. The man of the hour, our president and CEO, Andy Albright.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sit down, sit down, sit down. All right, sit down. All right. Jane Albright, you are in the house. Could you come up here? I want you to say a couple things. All right, hold on. I'm going to get her to talk. I have some dates coming up that I want you to see where I'm going to be next. And I think Jane wants to talk about where she's going to be traveling next. And that's right. I just wanted to see your jeans. All right. You crazy, Terry Edwards. October the 9th, myself, Diane Lampy, Adam Katz, and several other top leaders are going to be in Chicago, Illinois. We're doing a training session, 2 to 5, and then we're doing a hot spot. It's going to be off the charts crazy. Chicago, beautiful place to build a nationwide organization. Then from there, from Chicago, we're flying straight up to Portland, Oregon. We're doing a instant thunder that's going to be almost as good as this one right here. It could be better depending on who's up there. It depends on who's up there. It depends on who shows up. That's right. Then I'm headed to Las Vegas. I'm doing the hot spot on October the 15th. That's a Monday night. The next morning, we're doing a training from 9 a.m. to 1. From there, next, I am going to be on a tour in Kansas City, Houston, Texas, and Lakeland, Florida. Are you ready to say? Are you ready to say? No? Easy? Huh?
If you want.
Yes?
Yeah. You say.
I can say? We have a new leader moving to Lakeland, Florida, which will be taking over that office. Nicole Falkhauser. How do I say it? Falkhauser. Give her the mic. Are you 100%? You are now? Are you crying? She's crying. I promise you a raise. Good, good. That's 2 big ones.
I know.
Quick.
I know. God's been good.
I guess that NC State education. All right. You fired up about it?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Tell them. Mic up.
Got choked up. Hello, Alliance. My name is Nicole Fankhauser, and I just feel so humbled and blessed. God really has been good to me, and the Alliance has just changed my life. I graduated at NC State a year ago, and I never dreamed to be where I am today. You know, most people graduate and they don't land their dream job. And this truly has changed my life. So I'm super fired up to go down to Lakeland and build and grow down there. So can't wait to meet everybody in the Lakeland office and just help the team.
Hey, let me tell you something. Do not confuse this soft, easygoing exterior from a cray-cray, fanatical, whoop your butt, spank you, outsell you, outwork you. I'm telling you, hard driving. She ain't playing. No joke. I'm excited about her taking over. I'm excited what you've been selling and recruiting. Your team's growing. We appreciate you. The Alliance loves you. All right. Proud of you. All right. Okay. I like having you on activity calls. And I think, are you want to tell them where you're going real soon? Yes. Okay. I told them where I'm going.
They always know where you are.
They can't understand you.
I'm Jane. Hey, y'all. Looks like from October 9th through October 16th, I'm having a party at the Ridge. But my next most recent travel is I'm headed up to Dallas, Texas, I think, to spend some time with Diane Lampy and some of the ladies in her organization. I'm excited about it. When they were at the house traveling with Andy, she just kind of tossed it out there, and I was like, Diane, I don't know. Well, Diane hadn't let up. And I finally gave in and called Missy and said, hey, I need to go hang out with Diane Lampy and some of her women. Will you hook me up? So, of course, Missy has me all hooked up. And Diane, behind my back, is texting Missy saying, is she coming, is she coming, is she coming? So, yes, Diane, I'm coming. And then Andy doesn't know it, but I'm also planning a trip to Florida. Because if he's going to be gone, I mean, really, he wouldn't know I was gone unless I told him, right? But anyway, I just want y'all to know that, like, I see this stack of green over here, and green is one of my favorite colors because there used to be the absence of the color of green in my checking account. And I would go to the bank, and they would always, you know, want to fuss at me because I had bounced another check, and that wasn't too fun. And now every time I go to the bank, they want to be like, Miss Albright, can we talk about you probably need to move some of this money out of your checking account? And I'm like, nah, it's fine. Just leave it right there. I'll find something to do with it. But to be clear, like I love y'all a whole lot, and just like his dream is big enough for your dream to fit inside, and my heart is big enough for your heart, and I love y'all, but I promise y'all this money didn't come out of my account.
We had a contest last month. We gave away over $100,000, and we have another contest that is wrapping up. Today's the 21st, I think, so we got 9 more days. Is that right? 9 more days? Yep. I'm expecting some changes in the leadership in that hierarchy or the first place. It's awesome because we get to recognize the brand new people who you are. 2018 got started versus 2017 versus the veterans. And the 18 can pass everybody and the 17 can pass the veterans. Money to be taken, up to $20,000 deposited in one person's account or handed to them in cash, depending on the event we got coming up. So we were not, like, if y'all hadn't noticed, we got 1,000 things going on around here, and one thing's occurred to us is, wait, we've got people that we owe cash to in the house, and we have an activity call, so let's scramble around and see if we can pull together the $78,000 cash that we need to give away. Okay, now, because that many of y'all are here, and you know, and you say, oh, you just go down to the bank. Well, obviously, you've not reading any of the conspiracy theories that are floating around America that there's not that much cash. Well, go to the bank and ask them for $78,000 cash and see what they say. Well, could you give us a week or two, a month to pull that together? I'm not kidding. They're not going to just throw $70,000 cash at you, but our CFO is pretty, like most of the people that work at the Alliance, stay at the Alliance, they're pretty innovative and persistent. And Keith went to a couple banks, and voila, cash money. So we have a lot of people to get through, and I have some stuff here that I want to talk about that will make your life easier to grow your business, bigger, faster, more profitable, and not so expensive building. So I got to get to that. So we're going to have some help giving away cash. If you guys will slide over here and help me find this cash. Billy, if you will pull up the first leaders we have, and are they lined up ready to come in? The money people? You're going to push them up? Okay, bring them up. Mike and Carrie Williams, you have $50 cash. Paul Roberts, $50 cash. Patrick Connors, $50 cash. Greg Scheitland, $50 cash. Chris Scheitland, $50 cash. Danny Johnson, $50 cash. James Hill, $50 cash. Right here, guys, if y'all want to come over here, I'm going to hand you $50 cash. We're going to keep y'all rolling. I know that helps. Paul Roberts, congratulations. Ain't nothing but money.
Thank you,
Patrick Connors, ain't nothing but money.
Thank you.
Love you, buddy. Mike Williams.
There's some in it. 50 there.
Yeah, y'all got to help me more. Okay. Scheitland, not here. James Hill, here you go. Danny Johnson, $50, baby. Just go ahead and give it to Laura straight. We'll skip the middleman. I called Williams' name, but I do not see his. Williams. Right here. You got Williams? Okay, so Paul Roberts needs Paul Roberts.
Right here.
All right. You have Paul Roberts 50. It's interchangeable 50. Well, we got a bunch of them. I'm not kidding you, but congratulations. How many of y'all like to have an extra $50 in your bank account? I got more 50s. Cameron Cobb and Dia Gandor. Dia, are you here? Is Dia here? No, okay. Cameron Cobb, are you here? There you are. Hey, buddy, congratulations, man. Thank you. Thank you for taking that money off our hands. That's a straight write-off. I like when people said, let me show you a write-off. I'll run a bonus if I want to do a write-off. Is Benjamin Berry, are you in the house? 50 bucks. That's a brand new guy. Latino and Latina, y'all come on up. Another $50. 2 more 50s. Hey, man. How you doing, buddy? Get used to just having money handed to you, bro. It's not a bad program. Congratulations. We love y'all. Y'all promised. Y'all promised. Good job. We're moving into the crazy cash. 100 bucks. Joe Dukes, Fitzgerald, Adam Katz, Gus Turan, Alex Abian, and G. Chris Robinson. Joe Dukes, right up in here. $100 cash. Adam Katz, $100 cash. Fitzgerald, $100 cash. Alex Abian, $100 cash. Woo! And G. Chris Robinson, $100 cash. $100 cash winners. So y'all get it. It's recruiting, it's production. We ain't got time to go through every leaderboard. It's just, I know, of course, if you were one of them, you'd say like, yes, we do too. But we do have time to get you all up. Congratulations, $100 winners. Let me see if I got more $100 winners. Y'all stay right here. Aaron Wright, are you in the house? Tanya Tobias, are you in the house? Tiffany Bibler. Tiffany, you in the house. Where you at? Bring it on up. Jordan Swindell in the house. Brian Rojas in the house. Tiffany Bibler. It's Aaron Wright. Aaron, come on over here. Y'all stay right up here. Tobias, come on over here. Bibler, come over here. Jordan Swindell, come over here. Is Brian Rojas, did you make it in? And did Gus Turan, is he here today? No. He's not here. Okay. All right. Tell him your name, what hotspot do you belong to?
Jordan Swindle.
Jordan Swindle and a Louisville hotspot with Mike and Noel.
Woohoo!
Best one, baby.
Tanya Tobias, Duluth, Georgia. Woo!
Do that name again.
Tanya Tobias.
Where at?
Duluth, Georgia. Duluth is on fire!
Tiffany Bibler from Kansas City.
Joseph Dukes from Phoenix, Arizona.
Alex Abian, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Adam Katz, Wilmington, North Carolina.
Fitz, Dallas, Texas.
G. Chris Robinson, Mobile, Alabama.
Brian Rojas out of Tampa, Florida, baby.
Thank you guys. Good job. $100 winners. Woohoo! $200 winners. Stephen Davies in the house. Let's move on up to $250. Beth Ireland in the house. Hernan Rowland in the house. Pam Moore in the house. Adam Johnson, come on up, buddy. Glenn Lamb, bring it on. Where's the 200? Where's the 200? 200, Mr. Davies. When's the last time you were the low winner in the house? 200 bucks. The 250s. Beth Ireland, 250. Hernan Rowland, 250. Glenn Lamb, 250. Adam Johnson, 250. I don't think Pam's here today. All right. Okay. All right. 200 winner. Here we go.
Stephen Davies, Asheville, North Carolina.
Come on over here. What do you cash flowing now? A month or a week? What's it looking like?
20, 25.
20, 25,000?
Yeah, 1,000. Sorry.
20 to 25,000 per
week.
Wait. Did he say 25,000 a week? Can anybody multiply that times 52? It's less trouble budgeting when you're making that kind of money. Easier shopping.
fun or shopping too.
What's your name? What's your hot spot?
Hernan Roldan, Tampa, Florida.
250, baby.
Beth, Ireland. Greensboro is my home hotspot.
Adam Johnson, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Glenn Lamb, Atlanta, Georgia.
Give them a hand. Thank you guys for participating. $300 cash. Shayla Thomas. $400 cash. Jessica Phillips. $450. Brant Swindell. $450. That'd be a month's paycheck last year. Paul Van Thoff, bring it on up. Michael Owens, $500 cash. Angela Clark, $500 cash. Jennifer Moore, $500 cash. Terry Edwards, $500 cash. Tim Long, $500 cash. My bad. Tim Long is $600 cash. You wait right here. We're going. All right, let me have my $500 winners. Who we got? Here we go. Shayla. There she go. Wow. Jessica Phillips. Brent Swindell. Paul Van Thoff. Look at that, baby. Look at that, baby. Look at that, baby. It don't make no sense, does it? I don't never get used to this. Michael Owens, $500 cash. Is Angela not in the house? All right. And Terry Edwards, $500 cash. I like that emoji that has the money like this right here.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Love you, buddy. You guys just started printing money. Okay. Name and what hotspot you guys attend.
Angie and Michael Owens, Orlando or Lakeland.
Shayla Thomas, Miami.
Brant and Jel Swindell, Jacksonville, Florida.
Jaxed up. Paul Van Thoff, Winchester, Virginia.
Wilmington, North Carolina. Surfs up.
Jen Moore, Greensboro, North Carolina.
I get it.
T and Terry Edwards, Greensboro. Smoking hot.
All right, let's see. Come up here, Jessica, and bring this man over here and tell me who we're talking to right here. Tell me who this is. Come on up here.
This is my husband, Jeffrey Phillips.
Jeffrey Phillips. Nice to meet you.
So this is the man that makes it possible so I can actually go out and sell. He takes the baby to daycare. He picks the baby up. He makes sure my house is clean and my dinner is on the table when I get home.
That's what I'm talking about, Jeffrey. We love meeting you, bro. We're so proud of you. Good job. All right. Van Thoff, over here. All right. So here's when I said that's a month's paycheck right there. Kind of tell them your background, where you played ball, what ball you played, what your job was, stuff like that. Keep Mike up high.
Yes, sir. So I was a college lacrosse coach. Prior to doing this, I played my college ball at Nazareth College up in Rochester, New York. Woo! Go Golden Flyers. So after that, I went to coaching for 6 years. So that was what I did previously. Was making $25,000 as a full-time assistant lacrosse coach. A year. A year, yeah.
No,
a year.
What was not $25,000 a week? It was $25,000 a year, which typically has 52 weeks.
Yeah, and I just want to thank you and Jane so much, and Paul and Sam and Aquino, James Hill.
How is Rachel liking this new program?
She loves it. Hi, baby. She's watching. She loves this new program. She's fired up.
I mean, you got to think. I tell you, one day you're going to get old. You don't want to be poor and old. That is not a good program.
Yeah.
It's hard to get around. You don't want to wait in line when you're young. Wait until your back hurts when you're standing up. Wait until you got to go to the bathroom more often. How you going to get somebody to hold your spot in line? You say, how does it change when you got money? You skip the line. You go to the VIP. You go first class. Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Van Thoth. Come with me. And you want to high-five people when you're going by them in line, but they don't even lift their hand up because they ain't in the alliance. What I'm talking about? What I'm talking about? See? They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know.
That's right.
She thanking, Bo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you played lacrosse. Where'd you play lacrosse high school?
Penfield High School in New York. Penfield.
Penfield, is that in New York?
It's in New York,
In New York, and then you were recruited to play lacrosse at Nazareth University. Where's that?
College. Nazareth College. It's in Rochester.
That's in Rochester, New York.
New York, yep.
And then you started coaching at a different college.
Yeah, so I started coaching at Siena Heights University, which is Go Saints, which is where I coached Kevin Kennedy, who's here today. And then I went to Westminster College in New Wilmington, Pennsylvania, home of the Amish. And then I went, and I was living in a dorm making 10 grand a year there, coached there for a year, and then I got a full-time position with benefits, making $25,000 at Shenandoah University, and I was looking for a part-time job one day on Craigslist in July of 2017. Applied to a bunch of different things. Olive Garden bartender. Trying to make some extra cash because Rachel likes really nice things. So, and I applied to a part-time administrative assistant ad for Paul Minikino's office. Didn't know I did that.
Another jazz light boy right there.
And he was the only one that called me. Yeah.
He's the only one that returned the call.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get picked when you're the only one? I'll go to work for them.
So,
hey, let me ask you this. Do you thrive on winning? Do you love to win as a lacrosse player, as a coach? Did you just love to win?
Oh, yeah. I love winning.
Versus hating to lose. You hate losing?
I hate losing. I love to win more.
See, this is what we're looking for right here. People that love to win. They'll throw their body at it. They'll throw their heart and soul at it to win. And come losing, somebody going to take a whooping. All right, give these guys a hand. Love you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Take the money. Take the money. Take the money. Tim Long, now you can come up here because we're moving into the $500 and $600. $650. Mia Stone, bring it on up here, Mia. Leventoviches. Oh, whoa, you say that's $1,000. Let's get these 600 people out of the way. 650 and 600. Where are we at? 650.
Love you, Nick.
This is Chris Sheitlin. She's in the house. All right, love you. Mia, come over here. Mia, over here. Come over here. All right, how much we get for y'all? Mia Stone, $650. Do we get Tim Long? So Mia Stone. Here we go. 600. 650. Tell them who you are and where your hot spot.
Tim Long from Savannah, Georgia.
That's right.
Mia Fennell from Charlotte, North Carolina.
And how y'all like this military man? Is that crazy stuff? USA, baby. USA. USA. That's right, baby. Woo! And way to go, girl. Congratulations. Y'all keep winning. Thank y'all very much. right, love you. Ain't nothing but money. All right, 1,000 plus. Where are we at in the house? Leventoviches. Jacob Bell Kraus. David Holt. 1,050. Chuck Betts. Are you in the house, Chuck Betts? 1,050. Zach Wright, are you in the house? $1,250. Marcus Richardson, $1,800. Lori Reed, are you here? $2,000 cash. There they go. The Trump box, $2,650. So here we go. Mike and Noel Leventovich, $1,000. Bell and Jake Kraus, $1,000. Chuck Betts, $1,050. Come on up here, Chuck, where we can see you. I like to get to know the people that win. David Holt, $1,050. Linda Holt, $1,050. Zach Wright, $1,250. Marcus Richardson, $1,800, baby. Woo! This your You lost your rap. You lost your rap. Lori Reed, come up here. Could you work on my shoulder just a little bit?
Yeah, man, I'll fix
That's what I'm talking about. $2,000. What do you think about that, buddy?
I think it's awesome.
What is this? What is this? $2,650. That's crazy money. That's crazy money. All right, here we go. Who are you and what hot spot do you attend?
Mike and Noel Leventovich, Louisville Hotspot.
That's right. Belle and Jake Kraus, Puyallup, Washington.
David and Linda Holt, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Is there hope for those that can't close right now?
There is.
How bad were you with some numbers, and how good have you got with some numbers?
So January, month of January, February, my close ratio was about 23%.
Uh-huh. And now?
67.
From 23% close rate to 67. First tip, she knows her numbers. She knew them when they were bad, and she knows them now. You guys more fired up?
Very fired up.
It happens. People improve. Good stuff.
Or you just get so excited that you suck and it doesn't matter. You just work harder.
I love mathematicians. Come here, Chuck Betts. Hey, you know what that reminds me of? It's when people say, I'm working on my placement, I've been selling more. And I go, mathematically, that's not correct. You have got, I'm going to tell you this so you know, you're not just working harder. You've actually gotten better also on top, okay? It's huge.
But it's that repetitive. It's the repetitive.
Oh yeah, it's the practice and you got good. But I'm telling you, you got gooder. She didn't just work more hours. She might be working more hours, but her percentages are better, which has nothing to do with hours worked. It's a percentage, it's quality. Okay, I can't help it. The engine mirror in me had to kick in. Chuck Betts, tell who you are and where you're from.
Chuck Betts, from Columbus, Ohio. I was hired by Vern Schmidt in Columbus and part of Swindell organization.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. Are you having fun?
I'm having fun.
Are y'all getting a picture of this little lapel thing right here he's got here? Look at this stuff. Is that good? Somebody get him a good picture for that right there, Brant. Turn around here.
It was hard to clap.
Hey, I just want to say hey because I like to meet people like you that are winning. Congratulations. We need more just like this guy right here on the team. And Zach, how long you been with us?
I've been here for about a year.
All right.
Full time in April.
Full time in April. Have you been gradually getting better and better and better?
Yes. April was one of my, actually last month was my biggest month. I submitted over 33,000 last month.
What do you, top 2 things you attribute to getting so much better and so much more intense?
Top 2 things I contribute?
How'd you get there? Why? What happened?
Association.
Association?
Hanging around with leaders, yeah.
Any number 2?
Number 2, knowing what you're doing in the house. That's one of the
Getting
biggest
better.
things.
I love it. Good job. Give these guys a hand. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. Love you. All right. Next up. Ho, way, whoa, hey, ho, hey, oh, hey. It looks like most of the money's still up here. $5,000 cash, Kyle Cater. $5,500, Jared Gonzalez. $6,000, Junior Korea. Evan Patzer, $6,000. $6,000, Evan Patzer, man, crazy talk. What are you talking about, man? Mark Hutchinson, $8,000. Let me see this one. Look at here, baby. Look at here. 13,000. Look, this is a 1-month bonus in the Alliance. A 1 month of kicking butt, taking names, and making people cry because they spanking them. Mike and Michelle Ottoman! You got to open this thing up right here. You got to get it here. You got to get it here. He goes back. He fakes. He dribbles. He moves around. Boom! Boom! All right. Where's my boys? Kyle Cater, where you at with your little $5,000? Jera, $5,000. Junior Korea, $5,000. Patzer, $6,000. Oh, Mark Hutchinson, baby! Right here, baby! Woo! Woo! Appreciate it. Yeah, baby! Is that nuts? I know people going like, this must be a year culmination. No, it's a month. Okay, how long you been with us, Patzer?
9 months.
9 months. Tell us your name and where you from.
Columbus, Ohio. I was hired by Michael Frederick.
How many months you doing us?
9 months.
And you made $6,000 bonus. What were you awarded for? Was it recruiting? Was it selling?
Yeah,
Was
both of them.
Both of them. First in recruiting?
First in recruiting, 13th.
13th in selling.
Sales.
Not bad. Okay, let me explain something to you. How many of you feel, and I mean, I know people, don't raise your hand if this is not you, okay? If you say, like, I don't compete. I don't look around to see everybody else's cars and houses, and I don't even care what the Joneses do. All I want to do is me, I don't compete. Now, those of you that go, wait a minute, seriously? Evan Patzer did that? I'm not a competitor, and I don't care about the Joneses, but by God, if he can win it, I think I can win it. You can raise your hand. How many of you like, if he can win it, I can win it? How many people like, how many think you might get, okay, now this is personal. How many of you think you might can beat him? I'm just saying. See, that's what I like about sports, and it's what I like about the Alliance. What I don't like about sports, you have to have muscles like him, you have to jump like him, and you have to be born this and born that. The Alliance, anybody can do it. What I like about them both, it's just the black and the white. It's just the numbers. It's the simple arithmetic. Either you did win or you did not. And at the end of the month, boom! It ain't no go on and on. It's just either you did or you didn't. You understand what I'm telling you? It's not this political thing. You kissed butt enough, nose was far enough up the rear. You with me? You agreed with every political thing they said. You agreed with everything the boss said. You thought his wife was beautiful even though she won't. You thought his kids were cute even though they won't. You with me? This is not related to this. This is the numbers, like sports. That's right. Some people don't like that kind of activity. They want a government job. They want to get paid what everybody pays standard. Whatever the standard is, that's what I just want fair. How many of you want unfair favor toward you? Unfair favor toward you. The Alliance is unfair favor toward you. I want to talk to you for so much. When's the last time you earned a $5,500 bonus in your life, Jerry?
Pretty sure never.
Pretty sure never? Okay, think it through.
Let me think never.
What's the closest?
The closest?
Did you get a scratch off $50 or something? Did your daddy say, way to go, girl, here's an extra $100 this month?
He gave me a tip. Good job.
That's the closest. So you're spoiled rotten. $5,500 cash. Woo! Hey, listen to me. Non-charge backable, baby. This is once you get it, you got it. You can spend it, baby. America, baby, and the Alliance. We teaming up. What kind of crazy numbers? You got to, that kind of cash, y'all got to say something. All right. The next month is already underway. Okay, or on 6 days. By the way, the next one will not be a one-month contest. Just letting you know. You're going to have to kick butt. So if you want to win now, you need to win in the next 7 days. Okay. Y'all fired up? Out of your mind?
You kidding?
Look at that. Can you imagine going home? Some people go home with these little trophies. Go home with that right there. That's taller than a lot of trophies right there.
Yeah.
That's $20 bills, just so you know. And the reason we do 20, because it looks bigger than hundreds. We did hundreds, and I was like, no, we want 20s.
Somebody's going to be putting that on the bed.
Okay, see y'all. Congratulations. It's been a long week.
I really think other people should win this money, Andy. I think that other people should get up there. I think we need more of y'all up here.
The time is now. We need you now. All right.
The thing is, you just don't know when he's going to stop doing these deals.
That's right.
Well, I'm telling you, next month ain't the same. Next quarter ain't the same. You got to get your mind right. Win it now. September, we got 9 more days, baby. Woo! Hey, listen. Two quick things. This company is about NOW in RIT now. I don't know how to spell RIT. RIT now or now? We got to get people to understand that. Because people understand, you don't have tomorrow. It's the biggest lie being told to America now. Oh, we got time. It'll work out. No, it ain't going to work out. We're going to do it now.
Who's going to be dialing in the airport in a few hours? I will.
That's what we got to learn. That's what we got to learn. Quit wasting time, bro. Now. That's how these people win.
Simple.
Simple.
Easy.
Love you, love you, love you. Hey, Bo, you're going to have to make an adjustment to that little report you send out. What's that last one you sent out? How much did you make? How much was your lead bill?
This week was $2,900.
Wait a minute. You made $2,900?
Plus this now.
You didn't make $2,900. I saw the report. How much did you make deposited in your account? Was it $2,900? Yeah.
$2,900.
All right. What was your lead bill this week?
$1,200.
Plus?
$6,000.
$6,000.
Yes, sir.
What's been your best? Do you know your best ratio lately? I thought I saw you made 10,000 in one week.
Oh yeah, that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
What'd you make?
It was 9,960 or something like that.
$9,960.
Yes, sir.
900. Sure. 9,960. And how much would you leave? How much would you leave bill that week?
Like 1,500.
Y'all understand how this thing works? My man know his numbers, and he got extra numbers right there. Love y'all. Got to roll. I got a couple minutes. Good job. Great job. This is Matt Pogue, Nicole Fankhauser. Is that closer? Fankhauser. I'm going to learn it since you're kicking butt and like it. All right, love y'all. Thanks. Take that money to the rightful owner. We're good? Did I miss anything? Nope. All right, good. There's no way I'm going to cover with you what I plan on covering, but I'm going to try. I'm going to get you the gist of it, okay? We got to wrap up. Is that fun or what? You should try getting the cash. It's way more fun. All right. Okay. People love to do business with people they like. People they like. People come back to hot spots that they like. How do we get our hot spot going? Well, I'm confused. I'm not sure. Let me think. Check around. People come back to hot spots they like. People hang around people they like. People sell when they're with people they like. People try harder. They'll run through brick walls. They're crazy. They'll play when they're sick when it's with people they like. People recover from sicknesses, recover from deaths, recover from injuries, recover from everything quicker with people they like. That's the way people work. We can't help that. Sometimes we admit it and sometimes we don't. People stay around people they like. People do not want to disappoint or let down people they like. You with me? So here's when people hear that, they go, I got it. And I say, how do you make people like you? They go, I don't know. I go like, what were you thinking when I told you? What were you thinking when I told you people do all this with people they like? And then I say, how do you make people like you? You go, I don't know. I never thought about that. I mean, everything that's said and done should pose a question. What question does this pose? What is it? How do you get people like you? Like, what do people like? What do people like at hot spots? What do people like when people meet them? Is it Jennifer? Joseph Dukes. What is your name? Venus. Venus. Good to see you. All right, Venus. Okay, why will Venus come back if she likes? Why does she keep hanging around Joseph Dukes? Apparently she likes. Okay. Okay, here's 6 tips that I need to spend about an hour on each one of them, but I'll let you get you started on them. All right, number 1. People like people that are genuinely interested in other people. Now, the craziest thing I'm going to say in the next 6 things is this right here. When it becomes the world according to Venus, the world according to Olga, the world according to the Tromboks, it's Alan and Sharka. Trombok. When it becomes the world according to them, when you're interested in them and you think and you make them believe, you might even believe that it's the world according to them. It's their truth, not what you believe. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. I got a couple agency managers that do hot spots. This is insanely hard if you have a massive ego. Because you have to stop your judgment crap on anybody about their lifestyle, their height, their weight, their beautiful eyes, their goofy eyes. You can't be judging. Ego's got to be aside. It's the world according to their eyes. It's the world according to their religion. It's according to their shacking up. It's their program, Bo. You got to be interested in how they see the world revolving, and quit trying to change them. You got too much to work on yourself right now than to worry about them. People ask me, how come you ain't trying to change them? I got a mess up in here. I'm constantly dealing with my doo-doo. I know the Alliance doody-doo, but this is a different kind of doo-doo I'm talking about right now. All right, Jeff Bright calls it empathy. It's the hardest thing, emotion, work to have empathy. That's where you walk in their shoes. And if you ain't never had happen to you like she had, you have a hard time empathying. Because you ain't never happened to you. If you ain't never been poor, if you ain't never had them big blocks of cheese and slice that up and put it on some toast. Well, that's a different program. If you ain't never been poor, you don't know what it's like to be poor. It's hard to. You have to think about going to a back of a pickup, a transfer truck and getting loaves. When they're talking about getting that cheese, you got to be thinking, and you got to be thinking who's standing around them and what does it smell like. You with me? And the ding-dongs, you got to think about that and listen to the slapping of the... Okay, all right, so you have... It's the world according to them. Get them. Number 2, smile. You got to practice this move. Smile. Smile, smile, smile. Oh, crazy. Let's add in with smile. Say thank you. Say appreciate you. Say appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate you. Well, they know I do. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say thank you. Say I appreciate you. Say good to see you. It really is good to see you. These hot spots to say, what's up? If I had a hat, no, I can't take your hat. If I had a hat, I'd slam it right down. What's this what's up thing? Glad to see you. Appreciate you. We should not thank them for coming here. It's a great opportunity. I read in a book one time that it said, don't thank them for doing something when you're serving them. I'm changing the rules. Say, appreciate you coming up in here. We appreciate you. And smile at them. That's right. Thank you. 3, their name. Try. I shot for Venus. It was wrong. I mean, Jennifer, it was wrong. It's Venus. Start failing more often until you get it back. Right. I know Shaka. Is it Sharka or Shaka? Sharka. I like that better anyway. Sharka. Sharka. I know Sharka. But I'm sitting here looking at their names. Alan and Sharka. Try and fail and then pronounce. I'm going to try one right now. Saleh. Is Saleh? Is Saleh? Are you here? How close is that? Dead on, baby! Dead on! Is that Saleh? You know how many different ways you can say Saleh? And say Lee? Say la vie? I've said it every way in the book. He says I killed it right then. I killed it the other time's the truth. Saleh. Saleh? Try and pronounce. Spell it. Sound it out. Please, people come back to hot spots when people say their name right. Repeatedly. Repeatedly. You say, we don't want to overdo it. Yes, we do. Overdo to do when it comes to saying their name. Don't be shy. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk. That's the part where you shut your cake hole. Encourage them to talk about themselves, what they think, what they feel. You don't want them to talk about their husband. You want them to tell you how they feel about their spouse. Not about their job, but how they feel, what they do. They don't want to talk about what the company sells. Every time I get up here, what do? They tell me what the company does. What do you do? There's a trickery to that, boss. What do you do? Y'all don't do that at Hot Spots. You need to do that at Hot Spots. What do you do there? Not what do they do there. I don't want to. In Laboratory Corporation of America, they take pieces of skin and other stuff, and they go get it, and they test it, and send it back and tell you got a disease. What do you do there? I put the stamps on the boxes. You do? How many boxes a day? The U stamp. 3,000. Do you have a machine to stamp it? Oh, yeah. I just press a button. Are you allowed to read while you push that button? I'm not putting down Laboratory Corporation of America. It's multi-billion. Do you understand? What do you do is what I need to know. What do you feel? How do you do it? Be a good listener. Encourage them to talk about themselves. Repeat it back. So you lick the stamps. No, don't lick the stamps. I use a machine. You press the button. Are you allowed to read? And repeat back what they say and see if you said it correct. Like this one girl, I thought she said I was adopted. And what she said was she let her kid, I said, did you say you were adopted? And she started crying. She said, no, I let a child I had to be adopted. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I understand. I now understand. You with me? I clarify so I understand what they're saying. I understand. Don't assume so much stuff. You got them right there. It's an open book test. Open the book and ask them. Understand, clarify, see who they are. Okay, talk in terms of their interest. Best people in the world to imitate, bartenders and hairdressers. You get in that seat, they're going to talk about you, what you think about, what you did this week, what game you want to, what team you like, who's your girlfriend, who's your mama, who's your daddy, what hobbies do you have, where have you been, where are you going next, what's happening in your life. If we could recruit these people, we sell some insurance while they're sitting right there in the chair, baby. You with me? Family, hurts, what's their biggest pain lately, what's been bothering them. Bartenders get it all. That's what you need to become at. You need to be able, you need to find out what they're thinking. Okay. All right. Every single person should have a flashing light right across their face. By the way, I'll let y'all know, if you text your friends, we're going to keep broadcasting the rest of the day. All of Instant Thunder is going to keep going up. We have a panel coming up next. We're going to take questions, and this panel is going to kill it. So that's coming up next. But I want to give you a couple more things. Make the other person feel important. They should have a sign across their head going, make me feel special, make me feel important, look at me, see me, make sure you know that I'm here, that I'm alive, that I'm here. You know, just everybody wants that. Give it to them, baby, give it to them. Make them feel special. And some people, I know some people are so arrogant, they don't want them to feel, it takes the light off of them. Throw the light on them, Bo. Make them feel special. I promise you, they're going to like you more. And you already heard what happens with people that are liked. People come back, people sell more, they recover more, they do stuff faster. I can't get nobody to sell. I almost want to go like, oh, you shouldn't have said, that's not good. I can't get anybody through class. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Almost like you didn't never hear my talk about making people like you, did you? Because I'm scared they'll think of that and they'll tie that to me and they'll think that I'm saying it and all I'm doing is grinning. I can't get anybody going. I go, I don't know why. Well, lightning don't strike me for saying that I don't know why, when in fact I know why. I'm thinking back to when I was struggling in Amway and I'm going like, I didn't like me either. I wouldn't have sold no soap neither for me. I had to change who I was. I had to change. I had to change if I wanted to succeed big. And I became willing to change. Now let me tell you one change. This is for This is for my big-time leaders, especially on the West Coast, because I know we're coming up to see you guys, so you're not there, and my leaders that were in here. Here's a change that I don't want to happen, and those of you that are getting 13,500 and 5,000 and 6,000, this is a change you got to be careful of. Because here's the way the program goes. Wow. First, people like you, then they trust you, then they don't want to disappoint you. You see that, Brendale? Brendale. I combined Swindale and Brent. I tell you, them Southerners, how's your mama and them, Brendale? He done cut the whole thing down to 2 words. Oh, shoot up in here. All right. What do you think, Jail? All right. People like you, then they trust you, then they don't want to disappoint you. Okay, now here's what I want to change. As you move up, you gain a responsibility because this person likes you, trusts you, and then they don't want to disappoint you. Now you can't disappoint them. That's what baboons don't like about climbing up a tree. The higher you get up a tree, the more they can see you baboon. As you move up the tree, make sure you stay likable and not arrogant, not critical, not sarcastical. Stay likable. Stay down here with us and up there with your bank account. You with me? Let your bank account go up there, but stay down here with us. Don't be arrogant. You have a responsibility to smile, all the 6 things I just said, and get your butt out of your house and go show the plan in this city. And when you're there, come in low. Come in humble. Come in with empathy. And try to remember from what you came from. Try to remember what it was like when you were brand new and you were scared to death. And you looked around and you thought every single person in there was more talented than you. They had their poop in a little pile and yours was spread out all over the place. And you felt like some of your poop was coming out of your ears and people could even see. They could see your mess. That's the way you felt when you started. Then you started doing good. Don't forget where you was. And let them know you get it, but you got to go back there. And I know that hurts as you move up to go back there. Jasmine Lightborn got here on stage and said, I try to forget. And I said, no, don't forget. Play it over. Every time I get on a plane, I'm like, oh, my God, I can't believe this thing's going to get off the ground. And then once I get off the ground, I go, how are we going to get back? Every time. By myself, I'm like, I don't mind. I'm taking pictures. You got to stay there. You with me? Danger of leadership. It's gratitude. Gratitude is being thankful from where you were and remembering that. Remember, all you guys that are changing rapidly, remember, don't all of a sudden become this arrogant, aloof, not saying thank you, not texting your upline nonstop with gratitude. Well, no, I mean, what? You got to keep, you say, you mean you love it? When Paul Roberts texts, oh my God, when Paul Roberts texts me, when my wife texts me, when I get appreciation text, nobody changes that. But it don't do the person receiving it as much good as the arrogant a-hole that didn't send it. You with me? The one that sends praise, the ones that shows thankfulness, it gives it to them more than the person they're giving it to. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Did you hear Tim Goad said people would die if they don't? A slow death? Ain't that what he said? And I like the part where Bright said, why ain't you told us this before? I'm going to tell you again. You get it? You follow what I'm saying? So it's that likability. They like you. They trust you. They don't want to disappoint you. Now comes the rule. Don't disappoint. Return texts, return emails, return phone calls, show up, be nice, call them by name, smile. I believe the alliance is ready to take off. And I'm so excited about our team, like how good looking dressed we got. We got the ties to distract from the ugly faces of our executives that aren't quite as blessed as some of y'all are blessed. We got more cash. Who'd we miss? Richard and Melissa Smith, $600. Come on up here. Oh, Robbie. Who's my panelist? Who's my panelist? You have that? Come on up here, Richard and Melissa. And if my panelists, hey, officially, wait a minute. Officially, Richard and Melissa, $600 cash. Officially, this concludes the activity call, but this is the beginning of the panelist call. Y'all stand right up here and let people keep looking at y'all. Come up here, Richard and Melissa. Y'all kicking butt. I need Mike Hartlib, come up here. Bruce Barak from Foresters. Terry Edwards. Tia Edwards. Diane Lampy. Mike Alleman. Michelle Alleman. Kyle Cater. Paul Menachino. James Hill. Nathan Thomas. Melanie Thomas. James Coleman. Angie Coleman. And listen to this. New qualified agency manager, Kelly Haney.
So that's the question bank. You may have people ask questions or pick those, or
I'm gonna pick them.
sorry, Andy.
You got to show the plan books already.
We do?
Yeah, that's what they told me.
Okay. Thank you. Hey!
Thank you. Thank you.
Why don't y'all meet everybody up here for you? Just make your way and make sure you meet them, okay? Just grab them. Tell them who you are. Okay. Can I give you one more like tip? All right. Come up here. Come up here. Right here. Come here. Here's what I do. If I walk off stage and somebody comes up to me and they start smiling, they say, "Hey, how you doing?" I go, "Andy Albright."
Bob Wright.
What is it?
Bob Wright.
Bob Wright. You know why I do that? Because I want this guy to win. So I give him the answer. I go, "Hey, Andy Albright."
Bob Wright.
Bob, how you doing, Bob? Bob Wright.
I'm doing great.
Now, here's the way you win. You say, "Nice to meet you, Andy."
Yes.
You just won. You see how that works? I want him to win. That's why when our buddy come up here and said, "Don't you know me?" I was like, I just lost. If he'd have said, "Hey, Andy, Matt," I said, "Hey, Matt, I know you." But I can't win if you don't give me the answer. So that's why we shake hands at about a 10% less strength than they got. And you know what? Ed Soto has an extremely firm but soft grip. I was confused. I was like, I can't do 10%. I'm going for like 3 or 4% less than this guy. Because if it was less, and it's a good hand, it's a great handshake. It's crazy strong, like a beast, like a monster, like a Sasquatch or something like that. Just, ah! But then he don't squish your hand. I was like, I love this guy. I'm going for 3% less strength. You with me? But it's, you see, this, y'all make sense? If y'all could teach your people this, my kids, Spencer, Joker, you know, what do you call it? The workout king, you know, what is strong fit, something fit, CrossFit. But he's got that massive hand, he just goes like that to you, and it's like, oh, I like this kid. Haley's the same way. Little bitty, sweet little girl, softest little hands, but she's got that firm, solid, but not. And then she says, "Haley, all right." You just want to give her money. Well, I do. Bob, you killed it, buddy. Thank you. All right, give Bob a hand. Do you need to get in there? Okay. Is that helpful? Yes. All right. The balance. Everybody's working up here. Hey, I was going to spend 30 minutes doing money, but I did 30 minutes doing recognition and 30 minutes on my talk. But I ended up doing 45 on recognition and 15 on my talk. You with me? Now, you ain't got to feel bad if you vote that I did the right thing, giving more for recognition. Okay? I know it's the right thing. I just wanted to talk more. So I'm going to shut up now. You understand what I'm telling you is whatever appreciation you think you're giving to people, triple it, and you might be in a neighborhood of where you need to be as far as appreciation. I'm going to tell y'all something that's crazy personal and crazy weird. Y'all ready for something? I almost want to tell y'all. This is the way appreciation works. A guy comes up to me last night and shakes hands with me, and I said, did he just shake hands with trash in his hand? When he shook hands, that's what I thought, Terry. Imagine this. It felt like trash in his hand. And the only time I've ever felt that same feel is when I'm delivering a $100 bill or a $20 bill folded up to a waiter, a waitress, or somebody I really appreciate their service. And I looked at him and I thought, did he just shake hands with trash in his hand? And I looked, I didn't let go of his hand because I didn't want to see a piece of chewing gum wrapper, right? And think, he thinks I'm trash. So I just looked at him and I said, because the people around, I went, what's up? And he leaned in and he said, I appreciate you, man. And I want to bless you. I said, dude, I can't do that. I can't do that. And he said, allow me to bless you. Please, sir, let me allow you to bless you. And so I cupped it, and I dropped it down, and I said, hey, man, I love you. And I just looked at it, and it wasn't paper trash. It was my kind of trash. Don't give me no money. You with me? I put it in my pocket. I couldn't wait to get away and see how much it was. And I was like, I hope the waiters, waitresses, bellmen, people that I tip, oh, God, my girl up at NC State, I hope they appreciate it. You know, is that just, that's just, like, I'm just like, I got home, I told my wife, I said, look at this. People you appreciate, your downline, triple it, quadruple it, fanaticalism. Imagine if we were known as the nicest, appreciative, most grateful organization. And not the most entitled. Hey, Andy, you know I'm killing it. Could I have this for free? Could I have a discount? What could you do for me? Like, you with me? Like, appreciate. You know, we're going to give as much as we can, but we got to keep the machine going. You with me? All right. Who's got the mics? Menachino. Y'all gave me questions. I'm going to ask them. Hope I get yours. Stand up, Paul. Yes, this is for Paul. This one was for Paul Menachino. And he's got, y'all have seen Sam in the wedding video where he proposed and his beautiful children. And tell us about your children first and your family, but how do you maintain a great relationship with your family while you're building your dream?
That's an awesome question. So my name is Paul Menachino. Me and my wife, Sam Menachino, were hired by the awesome James and Jane Hill. And I'm really grateful to you guys, man. Like, you guys have done a ton for us. And so we have two girls. We have a 7-year-old, Layla, and we have a 2-year-old, Avery, and then we have a 10-year-old dog, Shakes. He's the only guy in the house.
Shakes is cool.
Yeah, he looks like me. So he's a good-looking dog. And It's crazy because I remember getting started. I was on a conference call, and Stephen Davies was doing it, and he was talking about how there's 168 hours in a week, and you need to like schedule your time. And I started freaking out about like, what am I doing with all of my time? Like, what am I doing with it? Like, there's 168 hours, and like most people work 40, and then there's all this time left, and like I'm like freaking out. Like I'm like, oh my God, there's all this time. And part of the call was like, if you don't schedule time with your family, like you won't have time with your family. Right? And so I remember writing out every 15 minutes of the day, I was writing it out, and Sam was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm freaking out. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with all my time. I feel like I'm wasting it. I feel like I don't want to waste my time. And I put my calendar together, and it said, it was Sam, Layla, and Shakes, because we didn't have Avery yet, right? And I put them in my calendar. And she was like, why do you have to put us in your calendar? This was like, we were brand new in the business. Like I think I was a month into the business, maybe 2 months into the business. And I told Sam, I said, babe, if I don't put you guys in my calendar, then I won't have time for you. Right? And I wanted to make sure that when I was with them, like I used that time. Like when I leave here, I have time in my calendar with my family, right? It was already scheduled. It's already in there. So like that's how I build the relationship with my wife and my kids and my family. It's like I do what I do. I travel a lot. I work a lot. I'm away a lot. But when I'm home, I'm home. You know, when I'm there, I'm there. Like I'm with them. And like, do I take a call from agents that need my help? Yeah, absolutely. I'll show my phone to my wife. I'll be like, hey, they're calling. She's like, you need to talk to them. Go talk to them. And my kids, my 7-year-old is like, she knows when I'm on the phone talking to agents. You know, like my daughter was at the office over the summer, right? And like if you're on our team and you've been here a while, like we gave her a list of agents to call through. And she called and said, hey, my name's Layla Minikino. I work out of Paul and Sam Minikino's office. And I just wanted to see what I could do to help you grow your alliance business. Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Oh, they loved it. They loved it. They absolutely loved it. The agents were like, it was like the most meaningful call they had all week, you know? And, you know, she said, well, Daddy, how much do I make? She did. And I said, I don't know, what do you think is fair? Like $2 an hour? You know, she's 7. She goes, how about 3? That's crazy. That's crazy. So, like, we are an alliance family. Like, my kids know who Andy Albright is. My kids love James and Jane. They love all of you. And, like, we have friends, like, like Jasmine Lightborn talks to my daughter. They FaceTime together. Like, it's incredible. So, that's how we do it.
Brilliant. 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 That's an idea to last a lifetime right there. Okay. Big Mike, this is an appropriate question for you. You have had a nationwide company, multiple six-figure income in the past. All that went away. Been married. You were married before? No? Never been married? Nope. Brilliantly never been married. Not that it's brilliant to be not married. He's just brilliantly pulled this off. What's her name? Tomato?
Yeah.
That's what y'all call her?
Tomato.
Tomato. Okay. He's not 19-year-olds coming in. Okay? Here's the question. How do you be the system, follow the system, 100%, but you still figure out a way to be your own man, who you are, Big Mike? How do you manage that?
Great question.
Thank you.
Wonderful question. Yes, my name is Mike Cartley, but I am out of Tampa, Florida. Direct to Andy Riddle. Yeah, I'm in my 60s. And when you're hungry enough and you see other people, I've always been competitive. Always been competitive. Had a scholarship for football and wrestling. Don't like losing. And when you think you're the shiznit, Life will lake sweep you, and you'll be taken out. And that's how I came here, with a cocky attitude. Because I've been licensed longer than some of these kids that won the money.
Come on and help us now.
So I thought I knew it all. And I realized it was me. I'm the problem. And I have sat on the side of the road at 1 o'clock in the morning and cried. 6'4", 270 pounds of twisted steel. I called Andy Riddle, and he goes, this is like 1 o'clock in the morning. Andy goes, bro, it's good. Well, I've done it too. It just means you care. And I've watched what Andy Albright has done. I mean, yesterday when I saw Andy give away that money, it changes something inside of you. And I am so grateful for Andy and Jane Albright for what they've done now and what they've done for me. I came here for the money, but I'm staying because of them. In order for my business to change, I had to change. In order for me to make more money, the change had to come in here first. Thank God for Tim Goad. Thank God for Jeff Bright, Andy Riddle, and the other leaders. These other leaders, they don't know what they do to me. How do I show gratitude for that? I'm here. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to come here. It's not always easy to humble yourself at my age. If I could tell you this right now, if you're 25 here, where are you going to be at when you're 40? Because I'm looking back and I said, I wish I was 28 right now and have this opportunity that's all presented to you today. That's right. You don't know what you got. Don't take advantage of it and don't take it lightly. I don't ever tell this man this, but I love that man. And it's not easy for a man my age in front of a bunch of people to say that publicly. Love him. He loves you like Jane loves you. That's all I got.
Hey, bro. Love you, Bo. First of all, ain't no way you over 60. You look too good.
Love you, Mike.
Melanie? No D?
It's a D.
Got a D?
Yes.
Melody?
Yes.
Melody and Nathan E. Nathan and Melody Thomas. Here's the question. Get your mind right on this one. I'm going to let you read it along with me saying, how do you keep your emotions in the middle? Not too high, not too low. How do y'all say so steady? How do you stay steady when it's such an emotional life we live? 2 kids got engaged in the last 90 days. Within a night, two of their children got engaged. Huh? Both of them, and neither one of them were like talking about it. It was like, got him. Diamond. How? Chargebacks, no shows. What was the bonus y'all got?
$10,000.
$10,000 bonus. That's a high, in case y'all are wondering. Engagement's a high, in case y'all wondering. No grandbabies yet?
No.
That's a high, in case you wonder. It's going to be a high when we get them, too. How can it be on both sides? You with me? Low, junk happens. We ain't even going to talk about the junk. How do y'all do it? How do you maintain that steady? We want to know.
She's excellent.
Hi. We obviously haven't always been able to do that. In the early years, you know, we rode the roller coaster a lot, but what we found that helped us a lot to stay steady was every single day we get up and we start our day with a devotional and a planning meeting, and we read a book together, and doing those things every day together keeps us steady. It keeps us always planning and always on course. And we've started doing the writing our goals out every morning too, that Andy's been telling us to do. And that also helps us stay steady because we're seeing those goals every single day. So whether we have a lot of money in the bank account or we just paid some bills and it's starting to go a little lower, then we know we've got bigger goals than what the bank account is telling us. So we every day do what we have to do to keep things steady.
I did exactly what she said. The other thing I would say in regards to personal development, you have to read. The more reading keeps me as even keel as possible. I think regardless of what we're doing, how well we're doing as far as reading and personal development, you're still going to have highs and lows. But reading seems to keep things a little more even keel. Also, communicating constantly with upline, with those that are helping you. And then as you're building a team, the more you're helping your team, the more you're on the phone helping other people solve their problems, the less time you have to worry about your problems. And so go out and serve. And then magically your problems kind of go away. I don't know about you guys, but being here at Instant Thunder and hearing people's lives and the things they've overcome just inspires me to go out and do more and find more people, because it's like Paul was saying earlier, the United States of America needs the alliance. There's a lot of people out there we haven't reached yet that need us, that are praying for this opportunity, and we need to go out there and help them and find them. So being the best possible version of me is all I can do to go out there and find those people.
Melody and Nathan E. Terry and Tia, come on up here. Surprise attack. Here's the way it came to me. Here's the way it came to me. It's crazy the relationship, how fast Terry and Tia have brought this relation to you. How did they do that? How did they build a healthy relationship so fast and so strong? Like the Cats, like the Longs, how did they do that?
Well, first of all, I wanted it. I saw somebody that I could follow, and I was looking for leadership. And when you look at a man, the character of Andy, who has been in business for over 27 years, still kept his relationship intact, and then to see the way that his children honor and respect him and follow him, and the relationship that him and Jane has, they've been able to keep all that stuff going on. That's somebody that you want to be around. And then in the business world and the financial world, he got it going on. So the way that I thought to get around him was, first of all, just to get on his nerves. Like, I would just, every TWC, like, I was there. And not just there as a bump on the log, but I also wanted to come to the Alliance to contribute. I knew that there was something that I could bring to the table to help push the organization along, so it wasn't a one-sided relationship where it was get. It was what can we give and how could we serve to help push the Alliance forward. And then putting numbers on the board. You know, love is guaranteed day one, but we do respect results. You know, the best way to help poor people is not to be one. The best way to help new people come in and have confidence is, I felt like, we be the new people that came in and got off to a fast start. And then just you don't have to move to Burlington to get a good relationship with Andy. I think if you are listening to the TWCs, the activity calls every single week, and you're taking it as he's personally speaking to me, and I have his cell phone number, I can text him, hey, Bo, this is what's going on. This is who we're helping. Can you check my thinking on this? And it could be something as stupid as, like, we was having a debate. She was like, I think you need to teach some boys how to cut grass. I was like, well, I don't cut the, you know, like, if they want to learn, you know, but they ain't said nothing about it, and I don't really think it's that. So instead of me and her going back and forth, I was like, Andy, did you teach Spencer? Like, some people will be like, what, you can't think for yourself? But me being myself got me where I was. So sometimes we're trying to hold on to who we are, and who we are ain't who we need to be. So to be who you want to be, you got to stop being who you are. Does that mean that you are less of a man? Does that mean that you are henpecked? Hell to the no. You being who you are and not being able to pay your bills, not being able to be a role model to your children, you feeling guilty because you can't do what you want. Yeah, we all feel that way, but I'll be damned if I'm going to stay there when God sent Andy Albright into my life.
All right, y'all sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I don't know if I need to say anything else. but for me, like growing up, it was hard for me to trust women. And so coming here, watching like strong women, Jane Albright, the heart of gold that she gives to so many. Watching Noelle and Diane Lampy, the strong women here, I knew I had to go, like, I knew I wanted to draw closer to these women. And like, I'm so thankful, like, for the future that's coming, and how I want, like, when y'all will be going on the agency managers trip, I'm like, golly, Terry, we missing out. I want to be around those women. I want to learn more. Because I want to be a better female. I want to be a better leader for my girls. And so the only way that I can do that is by getting around Diane Lampy, Noelle, Jane Albright, Courtney Long. That's the way that I can be a better mom and a better wife to Terry.
Well, you better do it.
Did you say you text me about Spencer mowing the yard? Is that what you said?
I called you.
You called me.
And you said,
I think I know what I said, but I want to see, did I say what I think I said?
So you was like, I'm raising my son to be a leader and a business owner, not to be the lawn man. But if he wants to learn, I think he knows how the lawn man showed him. It's like you just crank up the lawnmower and you go up and back. It's not a big deal.
I made him do it one time.
Yeah.
I said, you got it? He said, yeah, you just go round and round.
That's it.
Or back and forth, and you get them all cut. I said, yeah, you good, you good.
Yeah, that's about it. But man,
I haven't bothered him since.
No.
Ever since he told me that.
But they got A's and B's, mostly A's.
Yeah, A's and B's.
They work out, they eat right, they learn stuff, they're smart, they go with me, they work, they make.
And it's crazy because, like, even Taylor, the 3-year-old, when we're listening to calls, the other day Tia was like, do you know who that is? She said, Mr. Andy. My son Isaiah adores Andy. To some men, that would be like putting yourself down. If my son grows up to be half the man that Andy is, I would be a thrilled dad. This world would be a much better place. So thank you, Andy, man. I love you.
He gonna be better. He gonna be
so.
better. Y'all got some crazy, awesome kids. New qualified agency manager, Kelly Haney!
Love you, thank you.
So proud of you. All right, we're so proud of you. Stuff. They don't even know, do they?
Not a clue.
Let's start it. Not a clue. Keep talking. It's going to keep working.
Not a clue, not an idea.
Let's try this for a minute. This one. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do this one.
Not a clue, not an idea.
What you had to do, what you still do.
Nope.
Especially between them things, right between here.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Do you find that, that's not the question I got for you, but do you find that the longest, craziest, toughest part is from here to here?
Yes, sir.
That distance right there? That distance right there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. So we're so proud of you. Congratulations. You got the width, you got the depth, you got the volume, you got the leadership skill, you got the endorsement of your upline. Everybody's on your team. We're proud of you. But here's the question. Ann, what is she most proud of in the Alliance? What's she most proud of herself, in the Alliance, of the team? What's she most proud of? Light them up.
Hey y'all, my name is Kelly Haney. I am direct to the awesome and wonderful Paul and Tamara Roberts. My home hotspot is San Antonio, Texas. Andy, thank you for this opportunity. Jane, I love you. Thank you for the text messages. Thank you for everything you do. Paul, I wouldn't be standing here right now if it wasn't for you and Tamara Roberts. Y'all are my beacon and you keep me set. And with that, my relationships in this alliance, my God has gotten stronger. Without Tim and Gay Goad, I went to them and asked them how to pray because I didn't know. We weren't taught that growing up, y'all. Me and my sister were raised Catholic. We weren't taught how to pray to God. We were told, stand, kneel, stand, kneel, stand, kneel. Sorry, I don't mean to offend nobody. But I went to Tim and I said, and Gay and I said, I don't know how to do this. So my relationships, going on the trips, getting to hang out with Noelle and having that FOMO that we talked about. FOMO, come on. Guys, this has been amazing. Building that relationship with the team, listening to the calls, having that relationship in your hot spots. Guys, I love our hot spots, and we need to take care of them like they're your children. Do what you want. Do to others what you want done to yourself, right? So he talked about it earlier. Make sure you're smiling. Make sure you tell them you're so thankful for them to be there. We saw Louisville, and we wanted that in San Antonio, right, Amanda? We wanted that in Austin, and we're building that, and we're getting ready to open Katie with George Andershock, and it's going to be on fire because of these relationships, y'all. These relationships in this alliance are amazing. They are my family. I love my sister, and I am so grateful that I get to build this legacy with her now, and that she's here, and that we get to change her daughters' lives because of this alliance, and because of the legacy that we're gonna build going forward. I love my entire team. I love Andy and Jane Albright. Guys, get on these trips. Get around the fire. Get to these events. Get to these events. He's going to Portland. Follow that man around. Follow Paul Roberts around. Find out where Noelle's going to be. Find out where all these leaders are going to be. Where's Stephen Davies? I mean, come on. If you can't get somebody to see Stephen Davies and he don't sell them, I mean, come on. You don't want them in the alliance. Sorry. Just saying. Guys, get around this fire. Get around these people. The alliance has changed my life. I don't have to have a JOB anymore. I don't have to go to a job anymore. I get to do this. I get to help people. I get to give my heart to clients and help them. I get to work with people like Andy Lee in the President's Club that's changed my world, that's changed my business. Thank you to the President's Club, by the way. Y'all are amazing. But those are relationships, you guys. How do you build? Everybody asks me, how did you build those relationships? I did it. Diane Lampy texts me all the time, and I love you. Thank you. And I've told you a million times, that first time I came to convention, I saw you on that stage, I was like, I want to be on that stage with Diane Lampy. And I wrote in my journal, I'm going to speak at a conference. And you asked me to speak at Women's Conference a year ago. And I was like, oh. Like Paul, I told Paul, I said, I'm really nervous. He goes, that's okay. It's okay. You're good. But if it wasn't for this relationships, guys, I don't think I'd still be here. I think I would have quit because I struggled. I didn't know what my purpose was. I didn't know where I was supposed to be. But with Paul and Tamara and this entire team, they hugged me. They told me I mattered. They told me they loved me, and I was like, what? Okay, that's kind of weird. I came from corporate America, y'all. It was a little weird. And I didn't think I belonged. But then I just kept staying and kept listening and kept coming around the fire and kept believing. And then I started to believe in myself. And now I get to help other people experience that, y'all. And that's what you guys are all here for, is to help other people change their lives so we don't have to go to that job. We get to help people change their lives. Thank you, Andy, so much.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. We are proud of you. Kyle Cater. What's your tell them who you are and where you're from.
Kyle Cater. My home hotspot is Greensboro, North Carolina.
What are you cash flowing a week or a month? What numbers familiar with you?
Actually, it's been over 10,000 the last 4 weeks now.
In 4 weeks or?
Last 4 weeks, over 10,000 every week.
So each week, you're making over $10,000 a week the last 4 weeks. Okay. How much of that is your personal production? How much of that's overrides? Roughly.
$500 personal for the month.
That's not bragging. So 10,000 in overrides each week of the last 4. Okay? And how long have you been with us?
12 and a half years.
Hey, you'll like this. What was your salary in your job before you even started with us over 12 years ago?
$105,000 a year.
So he wasn't broke. He was making $105,000. Did you quit your job the day you started with us?
It took me 3.5 years to quit my job.
3.5 years to walk away from a $105,000 job. Now he's making $10,000 a week in overrides. So if he wants to go out there and print an extra 20 grand,
which I will,
he knows how, and he's done it. What's the best month personal production you've issued paid?
20,000.
Don't say it like that. 20,000.
20,000.
20,000. What month was that?
End of last year. It's my best month.
So end of last year,
Yep.
November, December?
Yep. November.
November?
Yep.
November wrote 20,000. So he wants to go out and print 20,000. Okay? Does that make sense? You say, is he going to make 20,000? Yeah. You go out and knock out an extra 20,000 in a month. How many of you like this situation in your life?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the crazy question, Phil. Kyle Cater, what would you have done day one? Like you're sitting there at Honda. That's where he worked. We're not big fans of them after they threatened to sue us. After Honda threatened to sue us, engineer, Navy, 10 years, graduate of an engineering university in the Navy, working as a safety engineer, saw this as something to do on the side. Had you known what you know today, what would you have different the other day?
Yes,
what
sir.
would you have done different? Light your butt up.
That's right.
Talk some trash to the you 12 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Tell them.
All right. I'll go back to this. This is how it reminds me as a story when I was in the military. Okay, my first patrol, going out, being away from my wife for 6 months. We're coming back, and weather's bad. Weather's bad, and I'm on the comm with the tower because I haven't done anything yet because of my first patrol. So I'm sitting on there, and the captain sees a light in the distance. And he sees a light. The captain says, "Hey, Con, hey, tell that light to move. I'm a submarine. I'm going away." So we radio the tower and stuff, and we're saying, "Hey, Mr. Boat, you need to move. This is a United States submarine." Con comes back, "No, sir, you need to move." Well, this is the captain of a United States submarine, a ballistic missile submarine. So he's like, "No, tell them I am a captain of a United States submarine, You need to move, change course. So we relayed it. Comes back again. No, sir, I'm a seaman in the United States Navy. You need to change course. So the captain takes the headphones off. He relays it back. No, you need to change course. I am a United States submarine. 30 seconds later, comes back. Sir, I am a seaman in the United States Navy, and this is a lighthouse. My ego was very, very big when I first started, because I thought making $105,000 a year was good. My ego was very, very bad, because I thought I had it. Then I met Patrick Connors and Alex Abian and Andy Albright. What I can tell you is, please, God, just put your ego in your back pocket and just listen to what Andy is saying to do. That's it. It's that simple. Does that make sense? Yes. That's all I got, man.
All right. Establish the width and depth requirements to be recognized as a senior board member. I just want to make sure that my expectations and doing what Andy says, you know what I want you to shoot for. I need you a board member.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Got it. Got it.
Ah, shoot. Bruce, come up here, Mr. Forrester's. All right, so Forrester's is back open for business. They're printing, issuing, contracting is going through 10 times faster. If you have any problems or concerns, this man's standing up saying, here I am, I ain't kidding, we got this, okay? So the question comes is like, you traveling around, you blow my mind. You're all about Forrester's and how great Forrester's is because it's a $17 billion company, but half the time you're talking about leads and the alliance. How do you communicate and why do you communicate about Clay and the lead performance team? Why do you do that, being who you are, and how do you do that?
Well, first off, I want to say thank you for giving us last night. You know, without Hurricane Florence, we wouldn't have done that. But there's always a reason, right? Because that was incredible. The gratitude that I have for watching. But more importantly, it was about the alliance, because when there were people on the stage and they were suffering, they were struggling, you guys were the first ones to come up and give them the support. That, to me, speaks volumes about what this is, okay? 4 months, 20 hotspots into this. I hope I am serving you well, okay? Because you said right at the very beginning, that's what it's all about. I know we've had a little bit of an obstacle, but we're in this together. That's about relationships. When I'm doing these hotspots, Andy, here's the thing. I can talk days and days about Forrester's. We know the partnership. Readers are leaders, and leaders are readers, right? That's the key. You guys know about the products. You know about who we are. I talk about the Forrester's advantage to your advantage, but here's the key. You got to still get in front of people. That's right. You don't open the white pages. You don't look at family and friends like a lot of organizations, and they don't just give you a pen and a piece of paper and say, hey, slugger, go get them. They show you how to win and prosper. They got a lead performance team. I talk about it heavily. Why? Because they are there to help you succeed. They got these television leads. These are gangbusters, people. Because they get you in front of people that are just sitting there going, I want to buy some of that insurance. Burial insurance. Term insurance. That's what's important. Because they're giving you something. And when you're there, you automatically form that relationship. Whether you're using Forrester or someone else, but Forrester's, we give you the advantages that they want, right? Our member benefits, our community events, our additional things that we do to really complement what you are using in your sales. And I tell people, keep in touch with those clients because they're giving you more referrals. Or as Jennifer Moore says, free referrals. And then, when you leave that client, send them a letter and thank them. The gratitude that you talk about. When you send them that letter, you thank them for serving, for allowing you to serve them. And as I say, I always wrap it up. If you have any family, friends, coworkers, or enemies that need me, I'm there to serve you. Brother, it's a blast. Thank you.
Love you, man. Thank you so much. We love Foresters. Bro. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Just a reminder. January is coming up, National Convention. Hope you've already signed up. It's AllianceNationalConvention.com. Foresters is going to be looking at the top 10, the top 33, the top 100 producers in Foresters. I guarantee you there will be recognition, there will be prizes, it will be bonuses, incentives, all kinds of stuff going to happen around the Foresters name, so you know. So coming down this stretch, fourth quarter, light up the fraternals, baby. Fire them up. Okay, James and Angie Coleman, can y'all come up here? All right, we've seen James and Angie come on board. We've seen them come on board, and they're on fire. Hot spots are growing. People are being attracted to them. What have you found is catalyst for growth? Is it Angie's love and smiling and shaking hands with them and building relationships? Is it your selling? Is it your recruiting? What have you found to be the catalyst in your hotspot? How have y'all been able to bring people in? How can I as an agent be the catalyst? What do I need to do? How do you tie that together for us? James and Angie Coleman. Go, Angie.
Hello? Hello? That was working. First and foremost, Andy, we want to thank you and Jane Albright for this opportunity and this platform. We know we would not be here without you. And Diane, oh my God, you are such a blessing in our lives, and we appreciate you and love you dearly. We would do anything for you. Thank you very much.
By the way, I've adopted her as a sister, so when I pull out a picture, be like, oh yeah, it's my sister, and they be like, wait a minute. Like, I be like, don't worry about that part, don't worry about that part. She's still my sister. So.
Hey, Andy, I want to say this. Here's what it was for us and what changed everything for us, and I believe in my heart that contributed to the growth that we have and also how we contribute to the hot spot. 3 years ago, come Sunday on September 23rd, I came to my very first Instant Thunder. And that sheet that you had everybody do where they write down the 17 things, for the first time in my life, I had the opportunity to sit in front of a room and share that with people. And not one person in the room judged me based off my experiences, my background, and where I came from. And on that particular day, on my way to the hot spot, I got a call. I lost my very best friend that day. And something just came over me when Andy passed out that sheet and told us to write down the top 17 things. And there was a moment for me to truly be transparent. And I did that, and I felt accepted. You know, I didn't have to put on a show for anybody. I felt accepted. And that's what the Alliance has done for my family. It's accepted us for who we are. So we go to the hot spots, you know, we are transparent about what we've been through, our struggles, our previous successes, and the relationship that we have built with people inside the community called the Alliance. Our relationship with Miss Diane. And I tell people in my hot spot all the time, we do not make any decisions without talking to Miss Diane Lampy. You heard Terry Edwards say, your thought process, listening to himself, got him to where he's at. And I'm a firm believer in that. If being who you are was going to get you to where you need to be, you will already be there. Hint, hint, clue, clue, you're not there. Okay? So that's what it is. And Andy, you helping me to articulate my story even better. You know, and so to get in front of the people, the community, and share that, and then for them to hear my wife tell it from her perspective is a game changer. I don't know where Jane Hill is at in the room, but Jane Hill say, I'm never going behind Angie again because she makes people cry when she tell our story because it's so real to her. Everything that we've been through, and to watch my wife be able to tell that story because she's such a quiet person, I'm going to blame Mr. Robbie Kraft and Diane Lampy for that one. Because they set her up one day at a hot spot, and that's what changed everything. But to watch her come out of her shell and realize that her story can help somebody else, Diane, I thank you. Robbie Kraft, I thank you. And Andy and Jane, I thank y'all for allowing that platform for her to do so.
Keep talking. That turn. There you go.
Like my husband said, I am a very sheltered person, and I've been that way since day one. And I am so grateful for Diane one day and Robbie. They're like, listen, you have got to open up and tell your story. I'm so happy that I was able to maybe at least touch one person. If I've done that within the Alliance, I am so grateful that I was able to do that. You guys have no idea what this company have done for me and my family at all. No idea. I am so grateful for you, Andy, Jane, oh my God, Diane, oh my God, I'm so grateful for it all. Thank you.
Proud of you guys. Proud of you guys. Y'all matter. James Hill, come up here. Diane Lampy, come up here. Mike and Michelle Alleman, come up here. We got somebody out there. It's actually a female and a male, each of them separately. And here's what they're like. I actually got one couple that says, we are Alliance Aiden and Alice. I got another one saying, I am Alliance Aiden. Another one, you with me? And they're going like, what do you recommend I do? Audios, national convention coming up. Well, just tell me what to do. I'm him. I'm her. Light me up. 3 quick, just boom. What do I do? By the way, first year income you had with us?
388,000.
388,000. Second year?
1.2 million.
I think I'm that good. I think I'm that crazy. I got nothing holding me back. I'm willing to work. I ain't worried about dating all the time, drinking all the time, being high on coke all the time. I'm interested on doing this thing where I go high up that ladder over there. I'm interested in going up high on that ladder over there, not on a fake high. I'm interested. I'm not worrying about wife. I ain't worried about my babies. I ain't worried about my dogs. I sold my fish, my goldfish. What do I do now? Tell me, Miss Diane Lampy.
Well, it's got to be like right now. If today is your day and you're just getting started and you're asking me this, I'm going to tell you you have to have focus, and you got to focus on the right things and intentional, being intentional. I put blinders on, and I didn't listen to what anybody else told me, but what I needed to get done. And so if you recruit and build and produce, all sell, recruit, build, you got to do them together. I'm telling you, that's the way to build it, because I brought 30 people to the first conference after being in the business 2 weeks, and the income in 11 months was $388,000. So don't play with this. This business is real and it's better than ever, Andy. And if people don't move, I'm looking at them, they're saying, I said, you guys are playing.
Playing.
They're playing.
Playing.
And they're Pee-wee leagues, right?
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee leagues.
Yeah, you got to get there and get after it. When you leave here, you have to be on fire and you got to move. You got to quit playing. Get those. All those were from War Market, by the way. First 2 years, War Market. And some people won't even call their lists. You got $1 million in your phone right now. I'm just saying.
Little Miss Aiden. Little Mr. Aiden. Cray cray.
Crank out those phones, Andy. They
dial.
Dial.
War Market, National Convention coming up.
That's right. If you guys can't get 30 people, I think you're playing.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'm putting it out there.
Right. James Hill.
Yes, sir.
You and Jane got in.
Wow.
We know that Andy was driving depth and looking for you and Jane. How fast do you get people that poster, that text? How fast do you text them that Alliance Aid and what you're looking for? Regardless of age, if they're older, younger, how quickly do you get them that, and what do you say to them? What's your words that you use to tell them what we're in search of?
Great. So as soon as possible. As soon as possible. It's even easier when they're asking questions about how do I build a team. You know, it's brought up like almost day one, almost the first conversation. So when you're talking to them and they're like, well, so who do I don't want to hire somebody this older. I don't want to hire somebody that young, or like, oh, this is what you're looking for. Or then they're like, well, then they'll hear, well, I'm not Alliance Aiden. I'm too young for this, or I'm too old for this. No, this is what you're looking for. It's not about what you are. This is what you want to hire. So as soon as possible.
Quick. Can't do it too quick.
Can't do it too quick.
And then ask them not to be offended because it's not about them.
Right. Exactly. So, well, James, it's so annoying when people, they're like, well, James, if I was older, you know, then I'd take more advantage of this opportunity. And then you talk to the older folks and they're like, well, James, if I was younger, then I'd have more energy. Because I'm too young because people don't want to listen to me, you know, tell them about what they should do for their life insurance. And then the older folks are like, well, James, if I had half the energy you had, like, well, when was the perfect time?
Yeah. It's like your resume. How do you make a perfect resume? We make a perfect age.
So now is what book is it that they're like, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The second best time is today.
That's right.
So let's get started today.
How many people got that today thing? That makes sense?
Yeah. Now.
I hear you. It would have been great, Kyle Cater, 12 years ago. But now be the time. You mic'd up? You good?
We got it.
All right. All right, miss. The money's on the bed.
Hey.
I thought this was the perfect question that was posed. So would you ask Mike and Michelle this? How do y'all keep it exciting? How do you master How do you master the mundane of being insurance distributors? How do you get over the boredom? Like, what do you do to excite the insurance dialer inside you? What tricks, tips can you have to master the mundane and get over do the basics over and over again?
Well, money on the bed.
Tristan, find a mic. There you go. That one's good.
Hello.
Right.
Yeah, money on the bed is one way. But my name is Michelle Alleman, and Mike and I have been in the business for 12 years, and we're direct to fits, and Houston is our hotspot. And Andy, I just want to say that I never wanted to let him down. And I never wanted to let Fitz down.
She's number one. You understand she's number one.
So what's inside of you? What do you want? This opportunity is amazing. And what Andy pours in, what Fitz pours into us every single week, you have to get in front of your mentor and you have to spend time with him. We spend an hour every week on the phone with him, face to face on the phone. And sometimes I think, I don't have time for this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to do it. It's going to change your life. We don't have the right thought process. We're not making that much money that he is. We're making a ton of money. We're making more than we've ever made in our life. I know that didn't answer the question.
Well,
how do you master it?
How do you get past the mundane? I mean, think about all the things we put in front of you that are exciting. Like right now, the Wednesday call, the activity call, the calls on Saturdays, all the craziness, the trips. I mean, we just are constantly thinking about what trips we've been on, where we're going now.
Dreamers. Y'all dreamers.
And then we sit at home, and when you get home at night, 10 o'clock at night, we sit around the table, scrubbing some maps, telling stories, laughing our butts off at some of this the silliness that goes on.
And then he'll post a picture.
We're not laughing at anybody out there. That's not what they're laughing at.
But then he'll post a picture of the lunch that we're going to have on top of the mountain in Switzerland. And he'll put that in front of me. And he does that a lot.
And what we've learned is having those things in front of you all the time makes that mundane just go by like it's nothing. Y'all get that? Like, y'all wondering, like, how does she set so many appointments? Well, she's going to set some appointments on the way to the airport. Once we clear security, she's going to set a few more. Once we get home this evening, she's going to set a few more. And then we're going to laugh and tell stories for the rest of the evening, right? And then get up in the morning, and we're just going to work. It's about work. So, talking to all the Aidens out there, y'all don't have to wait to get the wealth and the riches. It's there for you now. I don't know who told you you got to take your time, you got to do all this partying and stuff. Look, we had our kids young, so that in our early 50s now, when they're all grown, we had some more fun. That's right. Right? And we got some support here to make sure that we have fun in good places.
We want to be with our friends and our family on these trips.
Yeah. Y'all already said you're already in the extension?
We're already in the extension. We're going for the extra 2, which is $400,000.
But for the manager's trip, we already have said, I've already sent the email saying, look, y'all make sure we're in. Because it's not about thinking about it. It's like right now, if you're in this room and y'all not signed up for National Convention, do it before you even get up. Right?
Get as many people as you can. Did you hear this? What this woman said? Get as many people as you can to convention. It will change their life. This business has changed our life. We've made more money than we've ever made in our lifetime.
That's right. And the mundane is just the mechanism to allow us to be here whenever we need to, be on the trips whenever we want to, do all the things we want to be with, hang out with our friends, laugh your butts off late at night, get up early in the morning, have some fun, do some dice rolling. I learned some new things about gambling recently. So
I got some more. I've been reading that book, man. I'm fired up.
I'm fired up. We need to get.
I hope you meet us there when I'm there. I mean,
and recruit
y'all
everywhere
want to
you
meet
go.
me in Vegas.
Recruit.
Craft ain't going. Craft ain't going. Are you gonna be there? Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I'm fired up. Okay.
Y'all got to be around this, guys. This is what it's
How'd you
exciting.
like to be able to afford to meet us there?
That's right.
It's an option. This just, okay, y'all stand up. I want all y'all stand up, because I want you, let me wrap this thing up. Okay, as soon as I say go, which is not going to be for but a couple more minutes, in a couple more minutes, Clay and Matt, Clay Mertes, I get that name right about 13 years from now. How you say it? Mertis. It's Mertis. Clay Mertis, who runs our lead performance team, and Matt Pogue, they're going to give you a tour, and there's going to be one immediately after. And then 15 minutes later, Chris Hill and Nicole Fankhauser is going to take you on another tour. So 2 different groups. We'll take you through the basement. we'll have people say, I want to see your Ferrari, I want to be a Lamborghini. It's downstairs along with the H1 Hummer. Those boxes over there, ignore them. It's souvenirs we bought back from Africa. They're not open, and they won't bite you. Don't think about it if you don't like it. Look at the cars. Okay? But imagine if you do like it, that's from one trip. Okay. They're going to take you to the mail house. You see the machine printing leads. We'll take you to telemarketing, incoming, outgoing, licensing, contracting, CRM, all that. They'll take you to that building. So the whole complete tour. You're welcome to film, take pictures with the cars, with the mail house, everything. But we're going to mess people up. This thing's getting ready to get crazy. Like, you with me? Okay, that's immediately afterwards. People ask me, what if you had to do one thing? Don't leave without. If you hadn't got every single item out, the cheapest way to do it, this is $58 off. This is $59. If you bought everything individually, it's $118, so it's almost 50% off at $59. I would get this, no doubt. While you're over there, this is free. This is the Show the Plan guide, which ties in those 17 steps about how you tell your story, how you open up. Get with your manager, James. Everybody that says I'll work with them on their story, I'm not kidding. I can't work with every individual, but we'll talk to your agency manager. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to see you do it, but work on that story. So that's in here, how to show the plan. Inner 33. You want to be on the inner team. This is the inner 33. Get your hands on that. The other thing, do we have, and this is a surprise question, my staff, do we have a deal on cases of my books? Can we buy a case? Can you ask her? Or 2 cases? Probably. Let me know. I mean, if you're Alliance Aid and I'm a giver. Listen, here, think about this. If you're brand new, how many of you have got sucked into those Chinese restaurants in the airport or in the mall when they say, hey, you want to taste? They pick a toothpick and they give you a piece and you go, oh my God. Can I try that too? And next thing you know, you got a plate this high. What's the deal, Rebecca? Hey, you don't have a mic. Here you go. Mike.
So a case of...
A case?
You ready?
Yeah.
A case of 8 steps for $500 with 64 books.
So 64 times $25, that's going to run you $1,300 if you buy them individually. I would not do that. I would buy a case. It's $500.
Yes.
Is that a case? Which book is that?
That's 8 steps.
Okay.
And...
Circle of You?
I do not remember those for Circle of You.
Well, then go find out and come back. So we need Circle of You and 8 steps. 8 steps. But $500 for the... $500 for the 8 steps, and there's 64 of them. Do you take credit cards? Yes. Yes. I felt some people do that. Okay, so $500 for a case of that. I would get a case because you're that guy saying, taste this. You with me? So that's less than $10 each for a potential. Okay, I hadn't done this in a long time. You put down $20,000 on a $110,000 house or $20,000 cash. First of all, who's got $20,000 even on a credit card? And then you're going to rent that place out for $600 a month. Your house payments are $450. You're going to make $150 a month. And people say, it's my dream. I got an idea. How about you hire an agent? You give them a $10 book. How about you give 27 people a $10 book? That's $270. And then they start selling $5,000 a month, and you make a 10% spread, which is $500 a month cash coming in. Clear. Not $500 rent. It's $500 above. Does that make any sense? Yeah, this was my attitude day one. I would spend anything to get that $500 a month coming in if I had to give it to 50 people. But usually 7 or 8 people, I get one that goes, oh my God, I like what y'all do. I can't believe what you said in there. This is me. I feel like you know you. I want to go to business. Where's he going to be? And then they get going. You with me? But not without giving them a taste. Because you look at that Chinese food, you be like, I ain't eating that. They give you a piece on a toothpick, you like, make your tongue slap your brains out right there. That stuff's good, man. What you put in there? You put sugar in there, didn't you? No MSG. You with me? Okay. I would get the inner 33, and I'd get a case of each. A case of 8, case of the circle, case of the green. That's what I'd do. If I had to go with just one, I'd do 8. If I just did 2, I'd do the circle and the 8. And if I was bad to the bone, I'd go with the green books. It ain't as many green in a case. I can know that because they're a bigger book. Okay? This is way to put it's proportion pretty much for that reason too. Okay. We got to go. The last thing I would do before you leave this campus, get signed up for our national convention. That's right. Get signed up. Because the first thing is to take care of you. You don't want to talk to other people about it until you get signed up. You can, but we want it to be you. Alliance National Convention, get signed up, get committed, put it on your calendar, get this thing done. Because we want to blow this thing up in January. Foresters is going to bring a whole daggum bus down from Canada and Minnesota and everywhere else. Mutual's going to have a dozen people here. There's no telling. I mean, National Life Group had here for the last meeting. There's no telling what. You're going to have the chance of a lifetime, and you've got a chance of a lifetime for your people. Get them locked in. This, not kidding, this has been the best, strongest group of Instant Thunder I've ever seen in my life. The best people. Let's go show America what we got. Turn you loose. Let's go get them. Woo!